Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, gracias por sintonizar Vive Electro. Yo soy Romina.
Jorge, buenas tardes. Buenos días en San Periquico de las Guayabas.
Ahí nada más. Buenas tardes, soy Juan, ¿cómo están?
Hoy es lunes de lentes, ¿no?
Lunes de lentes.
Sí, the shades against the reading glasses.
Yep.
Yeah, some of them have prescription.
Sí,
for some reason.
¿Y qué tal, chicos? ¿Qué tal el fin de semana?
Genial.
Muy bien el fin de semana.
¿Ya? ¿Qué hicieron?
Trabajé bastante. No pude ir a todos los eventos. Ustedes fueron a los eventos. Ustedes fueron los que se divirtieron.
Sí, en Stereo. Estuvimos el viernes.
¿Qué tal estuvo? ¿Todo bien?
Muy bien la fiesta, sí, muy buena. Con Anima y bailando. Sí, todo bien bonito. Yep.
Okay. Yo fui el sábado a la fiesta del aniversario de Radio Fusión Latina en Oakland.
¿Ya? ¿Y qué tal?
Demasiada gente.
Demasiada
mucho
gente.
Calor. Ya, gracias por ir, Julio. Juan.
Órale.
Julio Juan de la O. Gracias,
No, I could not go.
No lo dejaron entrar. Fue la verdad. Es que
yeah,
no lo
that was
dejaron
part of
entrar.
it. See, I was right at the entrance. They just kicked me out.
21.
Yeah.
Actually 28. No, just kidding.
Ok, pasamos a las noticias. El fin de semana se celebró los Billboard's Music Awards en el MGM Grand de Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, so top winners of the night fueron Justin Timberlake. That was really nice.
Imagine Dragons, which is kind of like an indie electronic band, and also rock. They took 5 awards, and there was a performance by somebody that's no longer with us, which was kind of interesting.
I think that was the coolest thing of
right.
the night.
That
Michael
definitely
Jackson.
took the show.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was
Close.
via
Paquita
in
la Barrio.
hologram.
No, she's still with us.
She's still with us.
So the hologram when Michael Jackson appeared, singing a new song, "Slave to Music," it was pretty awesome. There was a live, backup dancers, and he was doing his thing. MJ.
I guess the hologram thing became popular when what was it?
Tupac
did at Coachella.
Yeah. That
When
was
I heard about
cool.
that, I was like,
No,
"You're
I
playing
seen
around."
it,
And that one was
You there?
awesome.
I was
In
there.
person.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
How
Snoop
was
Dogg
it?
was there too, right?
that was great. That was weird. Like you see it from a different angle, there was nothing, and you go in the front and you're like, holy shit.
And it's like, yes, he's right there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's pretty cool though.
So yeah, I mean, MJ did his thing, and I think it was a nice tribute to him. Another big winner, as we mentioned, JT, Justin Timberlake. Did you hear his acceptance speech?
No, you were telling me about this. Was it special?
It was pretty funny. He wasn't there.
Right.
He's on tour, so I guess they broke to a scene where he said thank you, and his backup dancers were all dancing, and then in one he goes, "I want to thank everybody on earth, except Donald Sterling."
Oh boy, that's crazy. Really?
Motherfucker.
Everybody on earth but him. All right.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. You had to watch.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that the biggest winner wasn't at the event.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, that doesn't
He's
usually
JT.
happen at the Grammys. I think it kind of shows that people don't really care as much about the.
Well, I
Billboard
don't think he can break up his tours to
True,
attend the Billboard.
True.
Like, yeah, let me
think
stop
his
this
tour is
for a
probably
minute.
more
Let me go get
important
an award.
than
yeah.
being
Yeah,
at the Billboard.
exactly. He got 9 awards though.
Yeah, and
Like at some point they told, "Hey, dude, you have 9 awards.
Yeah.
You want
You
to like
better
show
show
up?" He was
up.
like, "No, I'm
with
good."
technology, they can just Skype or even hologram him
Yeah,
in.
it's not the same thing though. Imagine how cool it would have been if he would have done that speech in front of like the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Well, that's just me.
I mean, it was the same effect, I guess.
I guess.
Another winner, J-Lo. She got the Icon Award for the evening. J-Lo, her tremendous career. I think she paved the way for a lot of young girls. I mean, in the Latin industry.
Yeah, her
She's
tremendous
my girl.
career.
Tremendous.
See, when I
Yeah.
think about J-Lo, I think the one thing that you can't say about her is that she kind of broke the mold for like what the people thought was pretty.
Nah, you know what?
Because
You know what I think about when you say Jennifer Lopez? It's not about her career though.
No,
It's just
I'm
about
not
her
saying her,
tremendous.
dude. But that's exactly
Assets.
what I'm
Tremendous
saying.
assets.
She's
Yeah.
getting an award for being pretty for so long. Basically.
Right? Yeah, I should get an award.
It's an accomplishment.
She's a triple
Accomplishment award.
threat. She can dance, she can act, she can sing.
I know.
But she does.
I mean, if you
how many
consider
good
I
it,
movies
can
does she
act.
you know?
I can do everything but dancing. Anything but dancing.
Just
J-Lo.
just shuffle.
That's my girl. Yeah.
Just shuffle.
Just shuffle.
That's my girl.
I can do
J-Lo.
the robot thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
The robot.
My only move.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it was a good show. She thanked everyone, and she looked great. She looked great. So, congratulations
she's
to
up there in
J-Lo.
age
We love
too,
her.
so
Yeah.
she keeps going strong after all these years.
That's right. Yeah.
You think it's all that exercise, or is reality like?
Okay, so I think it's part of it has to be surgery. I'm sorry, J-Lo.
Absolutely.
But you also have to to keep your body the way that her body is. Like you have to,
exercise too.
Or, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know how, but
yeah,
for that
she trains,
long,
I mean,
though.
her dancing, her tour. You know, when
yeah.
you dance, your body will
Performing.
get
Yeah,
toned.
I guess performing.
Yeah. I mean, and she's been doing that her whole life.
You can tell I don't dance too much.
No, yeah, but very happy. I was very excited to see J Lo last night. I love her.
Sure.
Love you, J Lo.
Yeah.
And then we're going to cut for the clip un comercial, and we will show you the hologram.
The actual hologram.
Actual hologram.
In case you missed it.
Yeah, the presentation of Michael Jackson at the Billboards 2014. The hologram.
Enjoy.
She dances in the sheets at night. She dances to his needs. She dances till he feels just right until he falls asleep. She dances at the crack of dawn and quickly cooks his food. She is a must get to school. She's a slave to the rhythm. The man at work who works she dances to the kitchen stove. Dinner is served by 9. He sets his fruits an hour later. She must be out of her mind. She's a slave. She works so hard just to make her way for the man who just don't appreciate. She takes her love in vain. Just a good not to stop. Golden ring, his chain. She danced through the night in fear of her life. She danced to a beat of her own. She let out a cry and swallowed her pride.
El hologram de la presentación de Michael Jackson en los Billboards 2014 en Las Vegas. Una cosa increíble, me parece. I mean, estupendo. What did you think?
Yeah, same. Like I feel the same way as I felt when I first saw the Tupac video.
Yeah.
Where it's like freakishly too real.
It's kind of eerie, but in a way, it's so cool, you know.
Yeah, it almost makes you think like, because we could make anyone that's dead do that basically with the technology you have now. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you? Here's the question I asked some of my friends when the Tupac thing happened. Would you go and see an artist that is like a whole concert of just a hologram? Would you go and see it?
Yeah.
If it's appropriately priced, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't know if I just watch the entire show of that person. Maybe they can like bring that person in. I mean, the hologram,
okay, so
and
like
not
just
even the person.
like
but
let's
the
just say
hologram.
Summer Jam, but
Yeah.
Tupac is on and
Yeah.
a part of. Okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're
I would
saying.
do something like that. You know, I think it would just. I mean, I don't know.
Or like Coachella when Tupac performed, Snoop Dogg was there.
Yeah.
And they did America's Most Wanted, so he did his part in the hologram. He did its part. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's I mean, that Michael Jackson video, if you haven't seen it, you can YouTube it or en radiofusionlatina.com. We have the video. You can see it. It's truly, it's amazing. It's
I like the video a lot. It's up there, especially because that one has choreographed behind
yeah, with
it.
the backup dancers and everything.
And it's
you
like
know?
in sync and everything. I really enjoyed
It's
it for sure.
awesome.
And I was gonna mention, you've heard about a band called Gorillaz, right?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
an example is that whenever they perform, had been all holograms of their like cartoons that kind of
they're.
embodied
I mean, you never see their faces, right?
Exactly.
It's just like their cartoons.
their persona,
Their persona.
cartoon persona.
I guess that can hide your identity, you know, if you don't want to be in the public eye once you're famous. That's a good
one way to
idea.
do it, you know, because to this
They just
day,
probably just
yeah.
want to make music and not care about anything else.
Right,
you know?
right. But you know, especially nowadays, and I was talking to a couple of the guys from the station earlier about how, especially when Michael Jackson made it, he made it and he was very much like a lot of his wealthiness came from selling physical CDs, and nowadays you have to make money touring because most of the stuff gets pirated, you know, to a degree. So you only get so much money. You know, it's you going in this like massive world tour that really makes, you know, money for these artists nowadays.
Money selling CDs.
You can make music CDs, not at all. Like
Not
music,
at
like
all,
releasing your CD at Walmart and stuff like that is almost like a
iTunes.
yeah, you'd release everything on iTunes. Like having a physical copy of a CD nowadays is almost like it doesn't happen anymore. It's more like a piece for like your shelf or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you get vinyl now, it's just to like show it off basically. Like my
Like a
vinyl
collection.
Yeah, it's a collectible item.
But I like it more now because, you know, it seems like the artists are more on tour, you know, they're more in your face.
Like
you can see them better.
I feel like
before.
the only benefit that has kind of given the industry in a way is that a lot of like the people that were like studio famous,
right?
They have to like it kind of raise the level of like how good of a singer and a performer you have to be to actually be famous nowadays.
Yeah.
Although there's also people like Kesha, where like her whole show is synced and it's just her dancing and stuff like that, you know. So I guess, you know, there's a little bit of everything nowadays.
There is a little bit. Pasando a otras noticias. What about sports?
Sports. I was telling you that about the Atlético team. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Atlético se coronó campeón de la liga el sábado. Empató 1-1 con el Barcelona.
They played at like 7 in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, they play way too early. What is... I know, right? Yeah,
I just...
See, I wake up that early, you know.
It's too fun of a Friday night.
And I just kind of see the updates. You know, I'm not watching because I'm like doing things at that early in the morning. But the crazy thing is, like in the first 20 minutes, 2 of the Atlético Madrid starters got injured, including Diego Costa, que es su delantero estrella. So los dos salieron y justo después de eso les mete un gol Barcelona. Y básicamente el partido ese era la final. Whoever won that game was gonna, you know, get la liga. Y al minuto 70 empató en un cabezazo Atlético y ese fue el resultado. Entonces, so they already won la liga and now they're going for la Champions League este sábado.
This Saturday. That I will definitely watch.
Yeah, no,
and
that's like at 12:45. So that's not that bad.
That's not bad at all. You know, that I will watch.
I'm not entirely sure if it's 12:45. I'll double check that in the next segment. But
sorry.
The thing is that Diego Costa, that injury that he had this Saturday, is probably going to be bad enough to keep him out. You know, and then the other player, Turan, que es el enganche, he might not play either. So that's like, you know, it kind of takes a little bit of the air out of the final because you want to see your best players at the best possible time to play the final. So, Ronaldo tampoco jugó el fin de semana, but he's probably going to be ready. That's probably just like
I think they were just, you know,
a
strategy resting him
I mean,
to see like what he's gonna what he can
you don't
do.
want him to get see that's why you don't, but I guess like they weren't in the same position. Exactamente. No, si se rompe no, you no puede jugar la final, you know? Like, you don't want that.
La Barbie.
Yeah, for sure. So that's going to be a good game still, I think. Because the reason why I was mentioning is because Atletico seems like the team where it doesn't really matter who plays. They just keep winning.
Es un perfil bajo.
It's,
Ya,
I don't know
ellos
that.
solos,
Then see
you know?
when that happens, I kind of put a lot of stock into the coach.
Yeah.
You know, into Simeone. So I think that he's
He's a great. I mean, he was a great player. I mean, with Argentina, and you know, just he's a great coach.
Yeah. Coaches is always about. They always separate coaches into like, oh, he's a like he's about táctica, y él es un motivador. And this guy is really good with other things. Like getting players or like working with young players. And I think Simeone really is a combination of all that.
Yeah.
Kind of like a more modern coach, but he really has all their players believing that they can beat anybody.
Right. I think like when you're an athlete, I mean, you've played the game, you know what it's like, and then you become a coach, you can relate more to your players and more to the strategy.
Yeah, and a successful player, because he's one of 3 players to have played for Atletico, and won La Liga, and then win it as a coach.
Exactly.
So that's
that's great. That's like a triple crown.
That's crazy.
That's like a triple
so
crown.
props to him, props to Atletico, and I said it last show, like I want them to win.
Yeah, wish them both good luck, but
yeah, there's
you know, El Cholo Simeone, ojalá que le vaya bien.
Yeah, and he'll keep it. He'll be great. He'll be fine.
Passing on to the next sports news, Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez, of course, you remember him, played for the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Was accused of...
Right. So the first case that he got accused for, he originally didn't get charged, but he got charged for being an accomplice to a murder by destroying his security cameras at his house. But he was linked to the murder, and then later on he was charged with the murder. And
now he's been linked to another
Two
homicide.
more murders.
2 more.
And
while he was playing
football.
Yeah,
this happened in 2012. They were kind of working the dates out. And it happened a little bit before he signed his $40 million contract.
Right.
So
what do you think it is?
I mean, okay, so this guy.
Psychopath?
So let's talk about Aaron Hernandez a little bit. So the thing that people don't understand about Aaron Hernandez, even when he got recluded and everything, everybody knew that he was like
kinda
a gangster. No, not out there. He's not he's a serial killer, but not the serial killer type of like, oh, I'm crazy and I just kill you because I'm crazy. He's the serial killer type of gangster gang member.
You mess with me, I'll mess you up.
Yeah, but not like mess you, like I'll kill you.
I'll kill you,
like,
you know?
Like
I'll shank you.
Most of the people say that playing, but if I were Hernandez, hey bro, I'm gonna shank you. He freaking means it.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
Now, he always looked like a nice person, which is like now
anybody
that you think
can
about
look
it.
like a nice person, yeah. But se le veía tranquilo, ¿no? Yeah.
But like it goes to say that this guy was killing people.
I know.
And then
going to practice.
Going to practice and be like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we gotta keep working.
It's like, give me some Gatorade. I just killed somebody. You know?
And it happened to the Patriots. Like the Patriots cut players for like, if they take pictures of you going out to the club, they cut you. They're like, you wouldn't want that attention. Yeah. So that it's crazy.
It's a very respected organization, but. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Aaron Hernandez will be calling jail his lifetime home.
And the way that, and I don't really want to get into the details, but for the second murder, he basically drove up on someone and killed 2 people. So how do you not get caught? Like that's another thing. How do you not get caught? Is it just because you're an NFL player and you have money to get away with it? Yeah. Is that what it is? So if he's probably gonna be in jail for life, but if he gets off. Like OJ or something like that, then I'll tell you what.
Oh, there's hard evidence against him.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure. Like that's another thing that a lot of people were saying. Like, okay, they're just trying to pile it on of things that happen around him because he is involved with a lot of bad people. And those murders are kind of getting linked to him, so people think he's gonna get off on the technicality.
I mean, who knows if there's probably even more murders, right? Because like from his adolescence, or I mean, I don't, assume, but. So
I think even if they can prove, because when you're an NFL player, you're making millions of dollars, you can put a hit out on someone that you want to get rid of. So a lot of other charges that are in there are those kind of like. He paid to get this done. He paid to get this other thing done. So he's like a gang kingpin playing in the NFL. That played in the NFL for a couple of years, So that's always interesting.
And let's see, Robin looks like he made up with his wife.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I do.
Yeah. He's been doing it for a long time too. People don't really know that.
They've been married. They've been high school sweethearts, and he finally got his act together because he supposedly the rumors were that he was, caught a bit off stray from his wife. And last night he dedicated a song to her at the billboards. Yeah,
his new single.
His new single, which is nice.
Yeah,
I liked it.
See, with everything that he's made lately, it's been kind of like Pharrell. Everything that he's made has been a hit.
We were
lately.
out in Las Vegas during the summer, and he was having a surprise, concert, just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere, and we found out, and we're like, okay, let's get tickets. By the time we got there, and they sold out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I forgot how pretty
him.
his wife was.
She's beautiful, Paula Patton.
Jesus.
She's beautiful. She was in Mission Impossible. Did you see that? I love that. She's nice. She's a very nice looking, very beautiful girl.
Wow.
Very beautiful girl. Yeah, so good for her. Good for them. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad when you see.
I mean, they're gonna cheat. Men are gonna cheat.
No, come on. Are you
Men
just
are
generalizing?
cheat.
No. I think, especially with cheating, I guess with Hollywood is a little bit different because you're surrounded by beautiful people.
No.
And then you're beautiful yourself. So it's bound to happen even more.
So because you're beautiful, you cheat.
Yes. I mean, look at the dude. You know what I mean? Not only is he making millions, he's got probably groupies and all this stuff. And then on top of that, he's got other artists that are probably into him. But, so you got to stay strong, basically. And not everybody cheats, I guess, But, because girls cheat, too. I got to say,
They do, yes, but not all. So, yeah, you're right. Not all guys cheat and not all girls cheat. I don't think
it's a sex thing as far as, if you're a girl or a guy. People just cheat.
In general,
yeah. And for no good reason sometimes, too.
Yeah, just because you're dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you a cheater, Juan?
No, I try not to be. No.
You try, see?
Because it's bad. It's ¿cómo se llama? I believe in karma,
it's bad
right?
Karma.
So, I believe in God too, but the idea of karma is kind of do good things.
To others,
yeah, do good things.
I think that's God's golden rule, but karma is the universe. Right. Whatever you put out in the universe will give back to you. So if you act like a jerk, then you're going to have nothing but jerks come your way. So
yeah, I have something that I like to call elastic karma, to where when I do something, it's like I'm pulling a rubber band, and it automatically hits me back. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
So I don't know if it's because I believe in that stuff or whatever.
Right.
But most of the time when I do something and I'm like
you're like, oh man.
No, I'm more I just got away with that, and then it just hits me in the face pretty soon.
Yeah,
so,
that's I mean, karma will get you back.
It's only a matter of time.
I don't know. I just think that do good, do good, and you'll be good. You're good.
Yeah.
Vamos a un concepto comercial. We will be right back.
How long can I wait for you?
¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ucaya y Sacramento.
para que no te pierdas todos los martes a partir
De las 8:15 a 10:15 p.m.
Radio Fusión Energía.
And regresamos aquí en Vive Electro. Soy Romina, acompañado por Julio, Juan. I know, right? It's all these J's. Let's talk about the tweets. Do you tweet?
I do.
You tweet? Yeah.
But I see one rule that I do when I tweet is, am I gonna regret this tweet later? You know,
Right.
and if I feel like, you know,
No regrets. That's
yeah,
how you
no,
should
that's
live
I want
life.
to type stuff in that, you know, won't come back to bite me in the ass, I guess.
There was a teacher, a high school math teacher in Colorado.
Should we say her name?
Yeah, Carla McKinney, a 10th grade high school math teacher. She tweeted about getting high,
Right,
and she posted pictures of herself while getting high.
right. Showing
So,
your going
you
on
know,
your
we're
screen.
showing it on screen right now, and I think she was actually nude, also.
Oh well, that'll get you fired, right?
And of course, she lost her job. She was the one who taught a lesson when she was fired. So, you know,
Right.
you have to. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta be careful when you're just tweeting.
Yeah. So but here's the thing. It's not even. I don't even know if it's like Twitter as much as it is just people that don't have common sense. You know what I mean?
And pasamos a otro. There's a Taco Bell employee. I don't know who eats at Taco Bell anymore,
eat
but I
Taco Bell
don't.
anymore.
Um,
scared of
tweeted
Taco
a
Bell.
picture of himself peeing on an order.
Oh god.
You know, urinating on somebody's food. And cameras caught him. And
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
he was fired.
This
I
is
mean, why would you
almost-
tweet something like that?
Because people don't have common sense. I'm telling you, or they do and they just decide to ignore it. You know.
Why would you even do something like that? I don't even
Okay.
tweet it, but why do that? You know?
So see, like people, whenever somebody does something dumb, their first excuse is always like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna get fired. I didn't know."
Not-
But they did. You know, everybody knows what the heck's gonna happen when you do something like that.
That's
you
just disgusting.
know. Yeah.
Next one, we have a communications director. She posted a picture of racist tweet before boarding a plane in Cape Town.
Oh God. So she basically
And her-
said
yeah.
her quote is, "Going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS." Just kidding. I'm white.
She didn't get AIDS, but she did get fired.
Right. Well.
That's ridiculous.
I like that. That one is like, if we can give it an award, let's give it to that one.
To the
worst, the
to
worst
the most
tweet.
airhead
Yeah.
tweet of the century, maybe.
Well,
you know?
we're just for the week, because I'm sure we'll find some more.
Yeah. Then yeah.
Oh, that one's pretty
I mean,
bad.
communications.
Does it
major,
really get
come
worse
on.
than that? Jesus, I love this.
Number. Yeah. Okay.
It's
I
like a
think
lit-
this one's
yeah.
pretty bad too.
Okay, all right, let's see.
2 Toronto firefighters were
Fire.
fired by posting sexist tweets.
Oh,
One of
boy.
them posted, he tweeted, "Reject a woman and she will never let go. One of the many defects of the kind, also weak arms."
Oh my. Well, not as bad as I thought it'd be. Let's see. I'll read the next one for you guys. "I'd never let a woman kick my ass. If she tried something, I'd be like, hey, you get your bitch ass back in the kitchen and make me some, what? Make me some, oh my god." So, what is this guy's name again? Matt Bowman.
Firemen.
Jeez.
These are the people saving our lives.
So, see, that's what I mean. If you, okay, so you're typing this in, right? You're typing this in. So
Yeah.
that means that in your head, at some point, this seemed like a good idea
Yeah,
to
if
put
you're
out
sexist,
to put it out there,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah.
That's exactly what I mean by common sense, man. That's this country's biggest problem.
We have our sportscaster actually.
Oh, no.
He tweeted. He was fired for tweeting an anti-gay marriage thoughts. He said, his tweet, "I completely and wholeheartedly support Todd Reynolds and his support for the traditional and true meaning of marriage. Let's just say his boss divorced him."
Oh, well. Now he's just taking shots, man. I'm not surprised he got fired either. I'm not surprised that any of these people got fired, actually.
I mean, you're
Maybe
a
the
public figure.
marijuana one, you can make an argument that she has like glaucoma or something like that. Like you'd be like, hey, listen, don't fire me out of glaucoma. But then, you know,
So get this guy.
Joffy Joseph.
And he worked for the administration of Barack Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
He spent years tweeting about how he hated it, about the national security policy and administration official. He leaked vital security information, and it was offensive to women.
Bro, there you go. I like how it says he was eventually fired.
Eventually, after all of those.
He's like, well,
after like the 10th tweet, maybe.
Right, I bet he was like, after the leaking information, we're kind of, all right, listen, man, the leaking information part's kind of getting you on the edge there.
You know.
Yeah. The government people, you always have to be careful when you fire them because you know what they know. You know, you don't want bad stuff getting out there.
Yeah. Okay. So there's another one. You know, don't you get excited sometimes when you get a new job? When you're almost about to get a new job, you think you get
that feeling. Yeah, for sure.
Feeling like I got the job. So there's this lady who tweeted about this job offer. I guess she was really excited, and she tweeted, "Cisco just offered me a new job. Now I have to weigh the utility of a fatty paycheck against the daily commute to San Jose and hating the work. Needless to say, she was fired before she was even hired."
Well, Cisco, man, what are you doing? Cisco knows what you're doing. You know, you have to know who you're getting hired by. If she's getting hired at Walmart wouldn't see this, but it's Cisco. So
no, I think like nowadays, like any employer
so
will look you up.
Let me just say this: I've gone to work interviews where they talk about my Facebook page,
and they want your password. Some employers
they didn't ask me my password. They did mention that, hey, like this guy, right? He was like, "Oh, I see a lot of pictures of you at like public events. Is that gonna be a problem?" And I was like, "Goddamn right, it's gonna be a problem. You keep looking at my damn Facebook." You know, I didn't get that job. I don't know why, but that's basically what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you can't go out and party like on a Sunday night and expect to be at work at like 7 a.m.
Right.
You know, it's like, I mean, and especially when summer's here. I mean, las tardeadas, los domingos. You know, just saying, just putting it out there.
in the biggest scheme of things,
one thing leads to another, and then you're just like
exactly.
You're just out all night.
Yeah. And then when you take pictures and you like, there's a fake sense of privacy that people have, especially with the internet.
Yeah.
If I put something on Instagram, I assume that everyone that I know has seen it. Even the people I don't have on Instagram. There's times where my dad's like, "Oh yeah, I saw a picture on Instagram." I'm like, "Dad, you don't know how to
have Instagram?"
I didn't even know you had a smartphone, you know? And now, so everything that you put out in the internet is there forever. It doesn't matter if you take it down. Because this lady probably, you know, because if you tweet something, you can delete it. But if somebody took a look at it or whatever, screen capped it, it's done, you know? Happens to celebrities all the time. Yeah. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, this guy tweeted this, look." And then he's like, he takes it down. He's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't say that. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody took a picture." So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's no privacy anymore.
That's why you don't send it. That's what I was saying about, man, am I going to regret whatever this that I'm tweeting? So there you go.
I think this one is just kind of repulsive to me right now. This lady, it's just so not even, I don't know. So 20-year-old Alicia Ann Lynch, she wore a Boston Marathon bombing victim costume for Halloween at work.
Oh, that's what that is?
And she received a ton of internet rage. Of course, also losing her job.
Oh, man, that's too soon. It's like if I...
That's just, I mean, you don't... Where's your heart?
I don't do that. I don't enjoy this. I'm guessing she was not in Boston, because then she would probably gotten beat or something.
Good thing she got fired.
Yeah, there you go.
She deserved to get fired.
Oh, I know this guy.
So, another one. California Pizza Kitchen is one of my favorite places to eat. I love California.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Very good.
This guy a worker, an employee, he hated the uniform. Mm-hmm. Tweeting, "Black buttons up are the lamest bleep I've ever seen." Well, I guess he didn't have to wear the uniform anymore because he eventually got fired.
There you go.
I mean...
Okay, so...
You can't criticize your job.
You can, though. You used to be able to.
But not, like, to the world.
Like, you know? how many times have you like, seen on Facebook, like, "Oh, man, I'm so tired," or, like, "I'm so hungover, yet I'm still at work," or whatever, you know? Your boss doesn't want to see that, you know? You're already sleeping on your freaking keyboard, probably.
Have you done that?
No, but you see...
I've done
in
that.
the effort of full disclosure, there's been times at work where I have like no sleep and I still try and do my job
You
or
just
whatever.
close your eyes, like if you're at your desk, just close your eyes for like 2 minutes, like a quick little cat nap.
Like a micro nap.
Bounce you right back.
There's always the stock room. When I worked at GameStop for a summer like 4 years
Did
ago.
you really? Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they'll let you take naps on your break. They'll be like, hey, dude, you want to take a 15-minute nap? Instead of your lunch or whatever, go and take a nap if that's what you need. But that's somebody that understands life.
Hey, but at least you went to work.
True.
And you didn't call in sick.
And I didn't take pictures.
That's a responsibility right
Right.
there.
Or wear a Boston Marathon
No.
uniform to work.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Be careful what you tweet. Be careful what you put on your Facebook, your Instagram. Everybody will see it.
Yeah, and it's sometimes like when I see people put things that are kind of like out there, if you tell them anything, they're like, hey, no, I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm like, it's not that you got nothing to be ashamed of. There's certain things you just don't put up there, But again, people don't really care that much.
I don't know.
Think if you, you legitimately you could put something on Facebook and be like, if my mom watched this, what would she say, or whatever? Because she's probably gonna see it. Newsflash, by the way, too. So, that's a good. Don't ask yourself what would Jesus do. Which I do.
What would Juan do?
Yeah, I would. Very different from what Jesus would do.
Romina
What would Jesus do? No, but if you think about it, you'd just be at home watching TV for your whole life if that's what you did. But
If
yeah.
Jesus? No. Okay.
Well, Jesus lived in a simpler time.
With no Instagram or Facebook.
Right. There was people that would just kill you and stuff like that, which kind of sucks.
Stoned to death,
Yeah, or getting whipped. No, I don't want none of that
Okay,
stuff.
Juan.
I'm glad.
Anyway,
I'm glad we got rid of that.
Today was the 40th anniversary of the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, that's what it's on Google, right?
That's what's on Google. Yeah, if you're wondering what the heck is that little square thing on Google,
making
it's the Rubik's Cube anniversary. I cheated a couple times on that. Like
when that toy got really popular?
In the 80s.
I think 70s and 80s. Yeah, but there was very much linked to drug abuse and how like. They'd be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's like the most boring thing ever.
Gotta do this.
You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah. Now there's people.
It's kind of like Tetris.
No, it's not. Oh my
I don't
God,
think
it's
Tetris
nothing
is
like.
boring. I mean,
Tetris,
you're putting the
Tetris
colors
is the,
together.
Yeah, but Tetris is the most stressful thing there'll ever be. You know? You didn't like when I used to play Tetris like at the machines near my house. You could not pause on Tetris. So you had to just keep going. So it's stressful.
Your eyes will be all bloodshot.
Yeah.
Like, I can't leave.
Yeah. You'd be like, Mom, give me another quarter. Don't you see?
No, I think the Rubik's Cube, like, you can go hours on that thing and just, I don't know.
But everything, like, in Rubik's Cubes instantly takes me to board games, things that I used to play. And board games are making a comeback, which I'm super glad about, Have you ever heard about a company called Kickstarter, which is on the internet? You can basically put, like, let's just say you want to make a card game about, I don't know, Rubik's Cubes, Like, you can make a game about anything, put it up there, and if you convince people that your concept is something they want, they can...
What not to put on Instagram.
Right, yeah, you want to write a book about how to use Instagram, and you write and you're like, hey, dude, I need, $1,000 to finance my book, and you'll get a copy of it. So that's basically how Kickstart works, So a lot of stuff coming out of that, I really enjoy. And there was a story not so long ago. There was a company called Oculus Rift, which is that virtual reality headset, and it was funded for about $2 million. And it was sold to Facebook a couple months ago. This was probably like a year or so when the company first started. It was sold to Facebook for $2 billion.
2 million or billion?
Billion.
God.
So $2 million to make it, sold it to $2 billion to Facebook.
Good
so
Lord.
There you go. So
we're wasting our time.
Yeah, we need to get on that. We need to make something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Invent the next Rubik's Cube.
Invent the next one. Pasamos a un corte.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ucaya y Sacramento.
Hola mis amigos,
¿Cómo están?
nosotros somos Rumba Te invitamos a que no te pierdas todos los martes a partir
De las 8:15 a 10:15 pm.
Radio Fusión Energía.
Why was she the poor girl?
We're back here on Vive Electro. Yo soy Romina. You know what, hon? I just saw this crazy story. Like,
I thought you were playing when you first told me about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is bizarre. So apparently, a Connecticut college girl, she dropped out of school,
Yes.
and in order for her family not to know that she wasn't graduating, so they wouldn't find out she was so stressed, she called in 2 bomb threats before the ceremony.
Yes.
So her family wouldn't find out she wasn't graduating.
Now, let's talk about how genius this is. Because it's like evil genius type of stuff. It's like she was sitting in her dorm or whatever. It's like, damn, I'm failing all my classes. My family's going to be so disappointed. And then she was probably, like this just popped in her head. This is why I think people is crazy, Like they just come up with the craziest things. Who would have thought the best idea was to let me just fake a bomb threat. What could stop...
You know what? Sorry. You know what's actually... She actually dressed up. She was wearing
right,
her
yeah,
cap and
because you
gown,
have to be a part of it.
And she went to her graduation.
Yeah.
And she started freaking out when her family members noticed that her name wasn't on the list of graduates.
If she would have
so,
put...
I mean, ¿qué cínica?
¿Cínica?
También,
No,
cínica.
sí, I don't think it's... No creo que es cinismo.
Es cinismo. Cuando
I
tú
think,
sabes que no te vas a graduar. And then you dress up. You go with your family. You say, come on, family, let's go to my graduation, which I dropped out I don't know how many months ago. There's gotta be
it's
something
pure...
not right.
No, I disagree. This is pure genius. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she thought about everything. She was like... Like I said, she was sitting in her room. She was like, so what can I do to make my family think I still graduated? But, and then she thought, what can I do to stop the graduation that looks real, She also thought, hey, I can't just tell them there's a bomb or whatever and not be at the graduation. That's where she went or whatever. If she would have put this much effort into school as she did into planning the whole thing, she'd be like a doctor right now.
mean...
You know what I mean?
You gotta feel for her too, like you're in school, like you're so stressed, and then you don't know how to tell your family or how to tell your parents, I'm in trouble, or hey, you know what? This happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, why would you tell your parents when you can fake
a bomb threat?
A bomb threat.
She got arrested. She's going to
but
jail.
if she would have pulled this off, she could have wrote a book after and be like, I got away with faking my own graduation or whatever. So yeah, it went bad for her this time.
She called in herself from her cell phone.
Yeah, well,
There's a bomb,
that was
there's a bomb
probably
in the
the
library.
Yeah,
like while sitting in
right.
the audience, there's
It's a post like nowadays you'll get caught. Over
and you know what
this,
she said too? She said, "You haven't cleared out the graduation ceremony. That's not a good idea."
Oh. Dude, she made it
Poor,
serial killer.
She made it like evident, clear out the graduation.
I think no, but te digo, it's pure evil. Like it's pure
evil
genius.
genius.
Like I don't know why she was doing so bad in school. I'm in school myself, and sometimes it's hard or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what to do sometimes.
Right,
know?
but I mean.
And then what the result? She was detained, police headquarters, $20,000 bail bond, and she's scheduled to appear in court.
Well.
I mean, you should have told your parents, hey, I dropped out.
Yeah, so add to the tens of thousands of dollars you own in student loans.
Yeah.
Add like a 20 grand to that. You might as well go all out. I
mean, nothing is that hard, that you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that you should just be able to talk about it, to say, hey, this is what happened. Let's fix it, or I'm sorry.
See, but you're assuming this girl's a normal person.
Yeah, apparently she's not. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, normal. Yeah, you're right. So many people don't think that way.
Yeah, same with most of the people in the tweets. They might look like normal people.
You're right, and these are professional people. This is like a university's girl.
Yeah, Connecticut's a good school.
Yeah.
And
right,
you that's what you never know what people are capable of. That's why you don't mess with people. Imagine she's like your neighbor, and you like accidentally knock off her I don't know, one of her plants, and then she tells you there's a bomb in your house or something like that.
No. I mean, I don't know. With graduation season, all around the U.S., everything's gonna. Who knows what else we might see?
Well, that's the great thing about this country is that if you go on the internet every day, you can find some of the craziest stuff. Whenever you think something's too this was it, this will top everything that as crazy goes. Then you go on it the next day.
The evil genius.
Yeah, and Aaron Hernandez killed 3 people. You're like, well, I guess I guess it didn't matter
this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
Yeah, no, but and like I said, if we can take a lesson out of the whole thing, it's like you were saying, talk to someone is a good idea, because some of these people that do these crazy things, I'm not saying they're in a state of alienation, where they have no friends or whatever, and that's why they do this type of stuff, but they obviously don't have good guidance. They don't have that one
that's
friend.
Where it starts.
Yeah, because let's just say I try and do that, right? One of my friends would be like,
dude, you're crazy.
No, they'll be like, hey, dude, I think that'd be kind of funny, but then you'll probably go to jail. And then at that point, I would just forget about it.
So you wouldn't think that yourself, your friend would have to tell you?
Yeah,
because you're not in your right mind.
Yeah, that's one thing.
When you're stressed, you're sometimes not in your right mind,
Yeah.
So you go to your friends.
Yeah, so either this girl has crappy friends.
Yeah.
Or she just doesn't have
right. Any,
she obviously can't talk to her family, So
yeah,
there you go.
Poor girl.
No, don't say poor girl. That's what she gets. What are you talking about? People that do dumb things deserve what they get. Going back to karma,
It does lead back to karma. It does lead back.
Yep.
All right.
I see it.
So another headline. Well, not headline, but we talked about this. I think was on our first show. Beyonce and Solange and Jay-Z. That whole family drama.
I don't know if it's a drama as much as it's just freaking assault. That's what it is, really.
It's just I beat the crap out of my brother-in-law.
Yeah, and then when this story first came up, and I don't know if I talked to you or maybe Jorge about this, I was under the impression that there was alcohol involved.
I thought so too.
And then there's not. It's just there's not alcohol involved. It's
that's what they say.
Right, but they were as far as we know, because this is all reported except the video. The video is hard proof that this lady just went off. Now, we talked about the theory of why we think this was, right?
Yeah, we did. My theory was I thought she was intoxicated.
Which I don't think is the case.
I thought she was intoxicated. Maybe Jay-Z said something to her. Sometimes when people drink, they se cruzan. Le dan los diablos azules, se sacan de quicio. Yeah.
Okay,
and
you hit the nail on the head right there. So, I'm going to take it one step deeper. You have family. Yeah. I have family. Yeah. You know
your family.
You know the thing. And the thing that you can say to
trigger
make him go off.
And you know what? And that's why I think Beyonce was just standing there.
Dude, I just gotta let it happen.
Because she knows how her sister is.
Yeah.
I mean, she knows. Okay, she's all crazy now that she drank. Oh my God. Okay, I'll just let her be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Beyonce was just standing there.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
I don't care as much. After I obviously cared about watching the video. She was like, dude, why are you embarrassing in front of my boo? That's what I think.
Just no eye contact. Just no eye contact. I'm not here. Yeah. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, but I would pay like $6 to $7 to know what she actually said, like what he actually told her. You know,
Not $6.50.
No, I wouldn't pay more than $10 to know. I got the video for free now. Let me have like if she writes. If she writes a book about what JC told him before he like try and beat him. You know, I would probably buy it.
She almost drop kicked him. Yep.
Yeah, and that security is the worst security in the world. You know.
I mean, he's a bodyguard. He was trying to keep Solange's craziness handled, and yet trying to open the elevator. You know, probably didn't even know where they were going.
Shame. I hope he got fired.
He tweeted, "Crazy.
You're
Solange
better
in the
off by
elevator."
yourself. He could have defended himself better by himself. Just grab her and be like, "Okay, it's okay. You can keep hitting me once we get off
Just put her in
the
a
limelight."
chokehold.
Oh God, yeah.
Now están todos felices. They're all happy and smiling. They're in New Orleans. All a big happy family.
Whatever. No, he just had to apologize. Let's be honest. You know, Beyonce was like, "Oh, you don't want this negative press. You're Jay-Z."
Exactly. Se fueron a comer a un restaurante todos contentos, divinos.
Yes.
So it's all behind them now, right? Hasta en las mejores familias.
Yeah.
And we are going to pasamos a un.
Oh.
Hasta en las mejores familias pasan. You know, so be careful this summer with your family. I mean, if you know, who doesn't in the family have that? We all do.
No,
family,
but okay.
friends, we all do.
So during the summer, there's a lot of partying going on, you know, and you have to be safe and all whatever. But things like this kind of put into perspective, like, dude, don't take it to the next level, because there's always like you're just partying, you're with your family, your friends, or whatever, and even if there's, like you said, alcohol involved, or like you don't like someone that much, there's always that like fine line where it could just escalate, you know. So just try and keep it cool. Yeah, true that. You know.
Did you see the pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo, ladies?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Cristiano Ronaldo desnudo junto a su hermosísima novia Irina Shayk en el Vogue de España.
She's got that Victoria's Secret look to her.
Yeah, and you know, Cristiano Ronaldo he's not shy, no es nada tímido when it comes to the public eye, when it comes to being in Hollywood. Muestran su amor en flor de piel en la portada de Vogue España.
Right.
I will pick that up tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do. You know, he already makes money doing everything.
You think they like borrow their nail polish?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Se prestan.
There you go. She like gives her advice on what to wear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So. They comb each other's hair.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, Ronaldo.
Se prestan su lipstick.
Right, Ronaldo is like the type of superstar that kind of transcends what he does.
No, Cristiano
Kinda
Ronaldo, tremendo jugador,
CR7.
I mean, you know, tremendo jugador para el Real Madrid.
Yeah. Me recuerdo un poco.
The pretty boy. He's the pretty boy of soccer.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of he kind of took the torch from David Beckham.
Yeah, the pretty boy of soccer, but no hay que quitarle que sí es un tremendo deportista.
Yeah, I can't wait for the World Cup, by the way. Oh, and we're going to have a show coming up soon in the station, which is going to focus on sports and el Mundial y todo, so, you know, keep in tune for that.
Yeah, so pueden ver a Cristiano Ronaldo en la revista de Vogue como Dios lo trajo al mundo. Y es fotografiado por el famosísimo fotógrafo peruano Mario Testino. He's photographed como la realeza. He did Kate Beckinsale.
True.
And you know, Prince William. He's done all the models. Madonna.
Nobody cares about Prince William anymore.
Prince William.
He's old.
Prince William and Kate. I love them. I think they're beautiful. So yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo en la portada de Vogue. También nosotros, ¿no? Tenemos una sesión con Mario.
I'm still deciding whether I want to be like on the holiday issue of Vogue or like in the spring issue of Vogue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Con el desfile de Ken.
Yeah, because I kind of want to see. I'm thinking about winter because I kind of want to rock a suit.
Right.
You know?
Or just a fur coat.
Yeah.
With nothing underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just for the ladies. Come on. So there you go.
Yeah. We'll see. Ahí nos vemos el miércoles.
Yeah.
Be back. We'll be here. hablando de todo lo que pasó este fin de semana, lo que va a pasar, lo que viene para Memorial Day weekend. We're so excited for Memorial Day weekend. So many events in the city. So we will see you on Wednesday. Hopefully, no tenemos que usar los lentes
Yes.
el miércoles,
I think you'll be
pero
fine.
estoy un poco incógnito hoy día. You know, but yeah. El miércoles, ojalá
just
que
don't think the glasses are there. They're not
they're
there.
not there. But, you know, thank you.
All right.
Bye. Cuídense.
Can you feel